some rules before kicking the buttons. And then die.
Well, goodly, meet the dangerous journey to Belgium. Will he ever give French cinema a second chance? Find out in the next thrilling episode of the Baradon Chronicles!
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks everyone for coming tonight. It's so nice to see you all here. I really don't want to say too much. Sorry to interrupt, but I do have to go in a minute. Yeah, okay, well this will only take a minute. No, of course, but has anybody asked for the bill?
I did, yeah.
Right, how are we going to do it?
We'll split it 12 ways.
Let's just wait a minute. Of course, yeah, sorry. Okay, so as I was saying, it's so good to have you all here. I'm not sure when we'll be together again. Yeah, it's just that I barely touched the wine, and if we're splitting the bill, could that be reflected? Okay, that's
You
fine.
had at least 2 glasses.
We all had roughly the same, I'd say.
Right, well you would say that. You polished off a bottle at least.
Oh, but then I didn't have a starter, so it balances out.
Yeah, if we could just get... Well, you had a dessert and I didn't, so how does that work?
Well, if we are on this, I really didn't touch the main. I just ate bread.
It's a sharing platter. You agreed to a sharing platter. Okay, look everyone, we can itemise the bill if people prefer.
Oh, that'll take ages. Let's just split it.
You always do this?
Do what?
You know what? Can we all just forget about the bill for a few minutes? I really would. As soon as it looks like we're going to split the bill, you start ordering stuff like it's going out of fashion. I have something I really need to say before we...
I've got a 2 for 1 off here, I think.
Look, could we all just please be quiet? Anyone let me 20 until...
Oh, here we go.
Look, one of you is going to betray me. Okay, look, let's just try to stay calm. We've all had a bit to drink. Shut up, Judas. Of course, we do all have other interests outside of radio.
Something you may not know is that before Martin turned to comedy, he attempted a career in catering.
Yeah, I went to catering school for 6 months, really enjoyed it, and for a while I seriously thought I'd be a chef.
Sadly, he was kicked out for using defecated coconut in several recipes.
So on and so forth! They dress themselves, you know.
Later on Front Row, we'll be talking about the new biography penned by the inventor of the powerful adhesive No-Nails. I have to say, I literally couldn't put it down. First though, I am delighted to be joined by Giles Cormorant Humpton. Thank you so much for agreeing to talk about your work.
Thank you for having me.
It'll be no secret to the listeners at home that you rarely give interviews.
Yes, once you open that floodgate it can be difficult to shut. However, this collection of my work is very dear to me, and I wanted to see it to its completion. And just in time for Christmas, I might add.
Well, I was going to say, your work has made you a rich man, hasn't it?
I've been very fortunate that people have embraced my work, which has meant that I've not wanted for material things. But I didn't get into this business for the money. I don't think anybody does.
Who would you say were your greatest inspirations?
Oh, where to start? People are always saying I was the first person to draw a Willy on the wall. But the Sistine Chapel started out as a doodle of a pair of buttocks, and Michelangelo just got carried away.
You came from fairly humble beginnings, is that right?
Oh yes, very humble. Nobody in my family was creative. It was quite a shock to my mother when I told her I wanted to doodle on toilet doors professionally.
Do you recall your early work?
Yes, one of my first was Giles Here Was Here, October 71. Then there was Arsenal going down the toilet, which is when I realised I might have something to give.
It's often said that you were breaking boundaries in those early days, light years ahead.
I just doodled what felt right at the time. I wasn't trying to change anything. One of my early facets was to write, "For a good time, call this number." And then I just put friend or colleague's contact details. I think I was really just struggling with my own demons. It wasn't until the early 80s that I attempted my first racy limerick.
Ah, yes, the woman from Nantucket. And since then you've become famous the world over. I understand Kanye West has a piece of your work.
Apparently, yes. He had the gents' toilets in the Queen's Head in Camberwell, moved to his Malibu beach house when he heard there was a Humpton mural in there.
Wow. Do you have any advice for young listeners going into the field?
Oh, well, it's a lot harder these days. There's so much competition. The sharp it was a real game changer. It forced me to push myself intellectually.
Yes, your reflective meta.
Exactly. Many people know me for my recent work in a toilet drill. I'm drawing on a wall. Take that as a sign. I doodle on dirty vans as well, willies mainly, or writing Klingon.
That is wonderful. Well, that's all the time we have. What a pleasure talking to you, Giles Conrad Humpton. Tune in next week when I'll be talking to Sir Leopold Fascia Branson, the guy who fills the sinks in pub toilets with loo paper. And then leaves the taps running. Goodbye.
Thank you for holding. You have reached the helpline of the Dark Knight at my Gotham-based call center. Unfortunately, I am currently receiving a high volume of calls, and you have been placed in a queue. Please stay on the line, and I will deal with your inquiry as soon as possible. Stay the line. Your call is important to me.
HR are going to hit the pub, sink a few pints, and get a curry. Maybe even hit a club if you feel up to it. You in?
No, I better not. I've got a few more things to do here before I'm done. A few more numbers to crunch, and it's only Thursday after all.
Come on, Matty. Thursday's the new Friday. Have any words?
Is it? Oh, right. I had no idea.
So you in or what?
Yeah, sure. Sod it. Yeah, let's have some fun. I'll just shut the computer down. Just one thing though. If Thursday is the new Friday, does that make Friday the new Thursday? In which case, do I have to come into work tomorrow, or do we jump straight to Saturday? Do you see what I mean?
What?
Or is it a swap situation? If Thursday is the new Friday, is Sunday the new Tuesday, for example? No, but if that's the case, where does it stop? I mean, it seems like the whole calendar needs a rethink.
No, sorry, you've got the wrong end of the...
Also, is that going to mean the weekend is a day longer or a day shorter? Is it like a leap year? Or are we just dropping Thursday altogether and cutting down to the 6-day week? Because if that's the case, my birthday was meant to be in 2 weeks, but now it's only 12 days. In fact, my birthday's on a